basically a part of the North American Weed Tour journey. Now, it is right after Christmas and it's right before New Year's. And so all of our product reviews are supposed to be done. However, I have saved the official best review series for last, folks. Today we're going to be doing a blind taste test. I'm sorry, that's not accurate. We're not doing a blind taste test. We were going to do the blind taste test before. Now we're going to do just the open air taste test. But instead of doing the blind taste test, we're going to be reviewing 4 of these different sodas right here. And I'm going to also compare the second CQ Dr. Quencher to that as well, but in its own episode, okay? So today's episode is actually brought to you guys by CQ. That's why we have 2 cans here. CQ believes that they have one of, if not the best emulsions in the country when it comes to cannabis-infused beverages, specifically sodas as well, and they also have a lemonade product. And so we're gonna dive into reviewing these 2 sodas. Today it's just gonna be this one CQ flavor, and then these 3 flavors here from these other brands. We've got a cola, and then I had to add a root beer in here because when we're talking best sodas, the orange sodas, the grape sodas, they all have so much sugar and different flavor. And when I asked these different dispensaries about what was their most popular flavor, honestly, the majority of them all said cola was selling the fastest. And so I wanted to add in my favorite flavor of root beer, and then compare it against the most popular, colas out there. We're talking about the best 100 milligram sodas in California cannabis today, folks. We're gonna start with these ones first, okay? So Keef, I've actually heard of for years. I've drank a number of these. I bought it in numerous states. They're one of the legacy brands, okay? Now, you guys can see the can here as well. 3.4 grams of total sugar per serving. So that's gonna be 34 total for the can, if I'm not mistaken on my math. We're gonna pop the can top there. It is a resealable lid, which is exciting. Ooh, and there's a little bit of that mist coming out of it. Now, we're drinking out of a can, so I'm gonna wipe it first because it was sitting and it did travel and get transported. So here we go, first full sip. Okay, it tastes like a cola, lightly sweetened. It kind of has the same, what I want to call it, carbonation as what I would expect, but overall it was kind of light. Now let's check out what it looks like in the actual cup, right? Just for you guys, so you guys can see a little bit of the coloration here. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty good fizz, just like a normal cola. A second sip just for good measure. It's lightly sweetened, and then on the back end there is a little bit of bitterness. I'd have to say the bitterness is only at maybe a 3 out of 4. I'm pleasantly surprised. The last Keef Cola I had was not very good. This one actually tastes pretty good. I think I'm gonna give that a solid, I don't know, that's like an 8.4, maybe an 8.5 for a cola. Coca-Cola, guys, has a lot of sugar in it. This isn't that sweet at the end of the day, but it does go down really easy. And surprisingly, compared to the last time I reviewed these products, this is not as bitter as I remember. Now, we're gonna dive into the next one. Remember, this is 100 milligram THC right here. Up next, we've got the Mary Jones Soda, you guys. Now, if you guys know about Jones Soda, you know that they are one of the world's most popular craft soda companies. They're out of Seattle. They've expanded into other markets. And here today we have their 100 milligrams, 16 fluid ounce, right? There's more liquid, but it still has 100 milligrams. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the key thing with cannabis beverages is potency, that's milligrammage, 10, 20, 50, 100, and then how much liquid it's getting mixed with. Now, I'm sure you guys have tried to make your own beverages in the past, maybe a Crystal Light or Tang or Hawaiian Punch or something like that, and you put more sugar and more of the crystals in than water. It makes it sweeter, right? It starts making it taste a little bit different one way or the other. You put more water in and it waters it down. This is more liquid, right? This is more liquid. So I wanted to compare this can, 100 milligram, versus these other larger can beverages because it's important. when you talk to the bartenders, they don't really make a recommendation based on that. They just say, yo, this one's popping. This is the best price. This is the best, you know, you get 100 milligrams, it's $7, $9. Like, this is the best bang for your buck. Sometimes I just want what tastes best. And oftentimes these aren't the most popular products or fastest selling. And so that kind of perspective is huge for me. Now, I want you guys to prepare yourself. Ooh, carbonation was going crazy. All right, more of that good little mist stuff coming out here. Here we go, folks. Oh, let me wipe this off. This one actually does look kind of dirty. All right, here we go, folks. Out the can. Cheers. Wow, this one only has 5 grams of total sugar. It is added sugar. It does have caffeine in it. And it does use cane sugar. Whereas this one used just sugar. So this one is just regular sugar. This one is cane sugar. If I'm going to be honest, this one tastes... The mouthfeel on this one, the taste of it, it's a little bit more accurate to a cola, if I'm being honest. And I think it's delicious. If I gave that one an 8.4 or 8.5, this one out the can is probably closer to like an 8.7. Let's look at the color on this and how it pours. Doesn't that look like a Coke? It's like extra dark. I mean, look at the color difference on this. Will you check in on this here? Will you come in here, G, and check this? Look at the color difference. Which one to you guys looks more like a Coca-Cola? Which one looks more accurate like a drink? Look at this fizziness still, right? Now, to me, that's a little foamy, if I have to be completely honest. I'm not sure why that is. But this one tastes closer to a Coca-Cola for sure. I love it. That was delicious. I'm going to give this one an 8.7. I think it's phenomenal. Now, we're going to do the root beer last. That way I have the flavor profile of the 3 colas back to back to back, okay? So we've got CQ here, all right? Formerly known as Cannabis Quencher, formerly known as the Venice Cookie Company. We're talking legacy. We're talking OGs. These guys have been around the motherfucking journeys, you guys. They've been around. This one is $12. This one was $19 for that one. Oh my gosh. And this one was $13. So right now, this is the most affordable one. We'll show you guys the can. It's a beautiful can. This one definitely, to me, stands out the most. It's shiny. It's got these beautiful icons. I mean, look at the symbols on there. So dope, right? Gluten-free, vegan, and made with cane sugar. This doesn't say anything like that. And the other one doesn't say anything like that either. Ooh, wow. That was kind of explosive, folks. All right. Now, the fun part here, guys, is we're not reviewing this based on potency right now. These are all 100 milligram drinks. I'm going to assume, because all I have is the information on the can, that they're all 100 milligrams. We're going to call that a day. But as I start to get high, I'm going to need you guys to reel me back in because I haven't eaten breakfast today. We're already in the afternoon. I also haven't eaten lunch. And I've taken some big-ass swigs of these drinks. Probably like a third of the way through that one, and we're about a third of the way through that. Probably pushing 60 milligrams right about now. Now, cheers. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, you guys. Crazy. Out of all 3 of these colas, when you move it around your mouth, this is the one that tasted the most like Coca-Cola. The carbonation is right, the mouthfeel is right, the caramel maltiness, if that's the right way to describe it, is more accurate than these other ones. Oh my gosh, that was really tasty. Here we go. Yeah, the carbonation on this is just more accurate for a canned cola product. You guys know, bottled colas versus canned colas, they're not the same. They don't taste the same. Here we go. And it pours like a can of Coke, right? Look at that. Look at the colors here. So as you guys can see, this one has the bubbles all the way through it, like a traditional Coke that you might get at the movie theater or a McDonald's or seeing in a commercial. This one here, it had it for a second, but as you guys saw at the very beginning, it had that weird frothiness on top, right? That was awkward for whatever reason. And then this one here looks like a seltzer that's been colored to the color of Coca-Cola. It just looks awkward. Now, sitting here right now, I think you guys get it. 8.4, 8.5, 8.7. Look at the bubbles here. It's literally, right, more similar to a Coca-Cola. Shout out to CQ. Now, what is my score on this? I'm gonna have to do another one based on like how how it actually makes me feel. But for now, you think about the taste. Sorry, all the bubbles are making me burp it up right now. If you think about the flavor, the taste, this experience, the accuracy of the Coca-Cola experience here, I'd have to say that this CQ, it's like 9.2 out of 10, man. It's like, it's so close to being all the way there. I don't know, like, I guess this could be a little light, this, like in the light here, it does look a little light colored compared to real Coke or whatever, but come on, man, we're talking about flavor and experience and mouthfeel and the carbonation, these things that really make it pop for an experience, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take another sip and ultimately decide with each of these if I'm okay with the numbers. I like 9.2. Honestly, I think this one has a sweeter flavor, and I almost wanted to say better, but this is more accurate to Coca-Cola. This is just more sweet. This one has a difference in carbonation and the rest of the experience. Like this color is a little awkward too. Like it's just not what I would expect from that. And then obviously here we're looking at Keef. Look at this. It's like they melted caramel for color and put it in some non-bubbly carbonated, water experience. I don't mean to shit on Keef here. It's just you look at it clearly, right? And there's a big difference. And so 8.4, 8.7, 9.2 final scores for these three colas. Now, folks, I'm gonna throw the root beer in here just for shits and giggles because I love root beer. When I think about the best sodas for me, when I think about the best 100 milligram sodas in California, the one that I'm constantly recommended is the Not Your Father's root beer, 100 milligram, made with live resin for the infusion, right? 3 grams of sugar here, cane sugar. It says real cane sugar, pure vanilla extract. This is supposed to be different than that. But let's see if this one drink competes with this 9.2 cola. You guys ready? I'll show you guys this one more time. And I believe this is made by the family and team and people behind Pabst Blue Ribbon. I think. Here we go. Folks, this just tastes like, it just tastes like that root beer candy syrup with not very much spices to it. It has sweet flavor. It's okay. It's not carbonated hardly at all. Check this out. Very, very lightly carbonated. I know that though you're seeing bubbles here right now, but in my mouth, this did not equate to carbonation in my mouth. We'll try it here in the cup. Honestly, this tastes flat. That's what it is. It just straight up tastes flat, even with the amount of carbonation it has. This is crazy. I'm gonna say that this is an 8.6. Nah, this is legitimately like, these are in similar realm. I'm gonna give this an 8.3, 8.4, 8.7, 9.2 final score. Stay tuned for the singular review on this product by itself. We're trying to determine which has the best soda, 100 milligram in California, folks. Unless, let's see, do we have any viewers here that would like to see this reviewed right now against the rest of them? Are we getting some people? Are we seeing some people? We are? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and crack it in. We don't need to do a separate video. We'll just add it in right now. Little RMAR exclusive, folks. CQ Cola Mary Jones Cola, Keef 100 milligram cola, 100 milligram root beer. And last but not least, the 100 milligram Dr. Quencher, also caffeinated. Ooh! Explosive again. Explosive again. Okay, let's get this cleaned up here. Ooh, I do love a good Dr. Pepper. This one's called Dr. Quencher. Did I show you guys the can already? Look at this. I like this little symbol right here. That's so cute, right? All right, here we go. You guys ready? Oh, yeah. Carbonation's on point with this one again. Flavor, it definitely is in that Dr. Pepper realm. Ooh. Yeah, that was there. Ooh, this is tasty, folks. Let's look at the color and the bubbles. Look at that. That's pouring just like a Coca-Cola. That's pouring just like a regular soda, folks. Look at that. Even, you guys hear it? You hear the bubbles? It literally sounds the same, man. Like, this is phenomenal. Gotta give it a test, though. Oh, that flavor on this. Oh my God. Okay, so what this one was missing with it just being a cola, this one expands and adds additional layers, you guys. To me, if this is a 9.2, because the sweetness and the flavor and all that isn't really there to the actual Coca-Cola, this one takes it way closer from an enjoyable, sweet Dr. Pepper type of experience. Now, this is the Dr. Quencher, okay? When you guys go to your local dispensaries and you guys need to ask for the CQ Cola, the CQ Dr. Quencher, I also recommend the Mary Jones. And if you guys are already partial, if you guys already enjoy Keef, if that's your thing, I encourage you to stick with that. If you like the Not Your Father's Root Beer, I encourage you to stick with that. But on today's video, to figure out who has the best 100 milligram soda in California when it comes to cannabis and beverages, I have to stand on business and say that CQ, out of these 4 brands, 1, 2, 3, 4 brands, CQ had the top 2 products and the best flavor, the most accurate to a soda, and overall, really phenomenal. Now, I'm going to go so far as to let you guys know this. CQ paid us to do this video. I just went and bought these from a dispensary. I bought these from another dispensary. I bought this from a dispensary. So we went and bought this product live off the shelf. And I told him, I was like, look, we want to figure out who's got the best. I need help getting that brought to life. Can you help and make introductions across the country? He was like, bet, I got you. I believe I have the best emulsion. I'll pay you to do the video. I want the feedback. We want to see who's best. Please show me. Please compare. Please give examples of the differences or the similarities and talk about what you enjoy and what you like. And so I don't want you guys to think that this video is biased towards their direction because it was paid for, but I did want to break down all of these things for you guys and show you ultimately what the experience was like, how good it was, you know. And honestly, I think it was quite enjoyable. It was quite enjoyable. For now though, folks, CQ taking the cake, Dr. Quencher 9.4, CQ Cola 9.2, 8.7, 8.4, 8.3. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys would like me to review other sodas and give you guys my perspective on them versus each other, I'm happy to do that. Any brands that would like to put their brands up to a taste test, please be sure to reach out. I'll do it blind. I'll do it like this. I'll do it how you want. But no matter what, I'm going to share my thoughts authentically and honest. I love you guys. Big shout out to Respect My Region. Big shout out to CQ. Big shout out to Jade Room Torrance for the beverages. Big shout out to Calgary Medical and Goleta for the other beverages. And we'll catch you on the next video. I love you all. Peace.